Hello and welcome to 3 Minute Gaming. I'm Nathan, and today I'm going to tell you if this game's worth your time and bandwidth. Today's game is Animal Well. Halo 2 meets Halo 3 in this Metroidvania puzzle game. Does Animal Well live up to its hype? Let's find out. Animal Well is a puzzle platformer Metroidvania that I compare closest to the game VVVVVV from a while back. You play as some kind of blob. I thought he looked like Meatwad from Aqua Teen Hunger Force with feet. And your goal is nebulous. From a gameplay perspective, there's 4 zones, each with a flame to acquire, to open a door, so that's something you can work towards. I guess it's not actually that important. What is important is non-linear exploration and puzzle solving. Animal Well gives you almost no guidance on where to go next, allowing you to freely explore the vast number of zones and the many puzzles that reside within. And since most on the critical path don't require key upgrades, a large bulk of puzzles are solved from the get-go. Of course, you'll get items to help you with your progression, and Animal Well continues to be unique in this regard. Instead of a double jump, you get a bubble jump, or one that makes bubbles that you can hop off of or float down slowly with. You'll get a frisbee to hit switches, distract dogs, or even ride on. You get a slinky that can bounce downstairs and into areas inaccessible for your Meatwad blob. And my favorite, the yo-yo, which requires some dexterous skill to swing around and hit buttons or light pathways. As you explore, you'll be finding a whole lot of different eggs, which are used to unlock quality of life improvements from a friendly bird. Things like warp points early on, the ability to draw or stamp your map, and so on become invaluable when trying to remember where specific puzzles are. And there is a lot of puzzles. Almost every room has some kind of trick to it, be it a simple platforming challenge or more complex brain teaser. As mentioned, most are just for eggs and technically aren't required, but the designs are so compelling I found myself often trying to solve every one I ran into. And there's definitely more I could say about Animal Well. There's the titular animals which show up all over and have unique interactions and are very cute. There's some genuinely spooky stuff to catch you off guard, and a good amount of tranquility and wonder in its visual design. But finding this stuff yourself is the best part, so I'm not going to spoil too much and just say Animal Well is a puzzle-rich platformer with Metroidvania elements and a lot of animals. So what did I like about Animal Well? Well, the freedom of exploration here reminds me of some of the best games I've played recently. Tunic and Outer Wilds, to name just 2, are the types of games that just toss you in and make everything so interesting and engaging. The joy of exploring and discovering is very fulfilling. Additionally, these puzzles are downright brilliant, and the game does a phenomenal job of teaching you how its mechanics work through gameplay, so you'll know if you can or can't solve them with your kit. I'm usually not a completionist, but I wanted to solve every single puzzle in this game. And lastly, the ambiance and graphics are mesmerizing, with a sort of melancholy, diluted pixel aesthetic paired with some really subdued ambient music, making the whole experience dreamlike in all the right ways. When it comes to the bad, while I do love that the game offers no guidance, it would have been nice to at least have the option to get a hint. The dev in an interview said he put that in but took it out later, and while I understand why, getting stuck in this game really kills the vibe. Additionally, while you do unlock fast travel early, it's surprisingly restricted in where it drops you off, meaning I ended up doing a ton of unnecessary backtracking because of one slip up, or I just wanted to check out a room to see if I could solve the puzzle. And lastly, save points are maybe a little too infrequent, especially considering how death can be pretty punishing, as you'll have to redo a lot of the platforming challenges since your last save. It also makes it harder to just pick up and play, since you'll have to trek back to save points should you wish to take a break. As you know, I rate games here on a 3-point scale: must play, maybe consider, and don't bother. Now, Animal Well is honestly a game I had zero expectations in, and only checked it out because Donkey wouldn't shut up about it, but I left it entranced and enchanted. Filled to the brim with clever and unique puzzles and allowing players to explore at their own pace, Animal Well is an absolute gem that I can't wait to dive back into for 100% completion. The fact that one person made this game is absolutely insane, so if you enjoy puzzle platformers in any capacity, you should be playing Animal Well. And that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Have you played Animal Well? Did you check it out because of Donkey? It's on PlayStation Plus Extra, which was a nice bonus, so you can play it for free if you have that. Let me know regardless in the comments, and make sure you go take a dive into the Animal Well.